freedom of speech. 2. Could be a principle that supports the liberty of a private or a community to articulate their opinions and concepts without concern of retaliation, censorship, or legal sanction. The term freedom of expression is typically used synonymously but includes any act of seeking, receiving, and imparting information or ideas, no matter the medium used. Freedom of expression is recognized as somebody's right under Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and recognized in international human rights law within the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights Article 19 of the UDR states that everyone shall have the correct to carry opinions without interference, and everyone shall have the correct to freedom of expression. This right shall include freedom to hunt, receive and impart information and concepts of all types, no matter frontiers, either orally, in writing or in print, within the variety of art, or through the other media of his choice. The version of Article 19 within the ICFR later amends this by stating that the exercise of those rights carries special duties and responsibilities and will therefore be subject to certain restrictions when necessary, or respect of the rights or reputation of others, or or the protection of national security or of public order, public, or of public health or morals. 3. Freedom of speech and expression, therefore, might not be recognized as being absolute, and customary limitations or boundaries to freedom of speech relate to libel, slander, obscenity, pornography, sedition, incitement, fighting words, classified information, copyright violation, trade secrets, food labeling, non-disclosure agreements, the correct to privacy, dignity, the correct to be forgotten, security, and perjury. Justifications for such include the harm principle, proposed by John Stuart Mill in On Liberty, which suggests that the only purpose that power will be rightfully exercised over any member of a civilized community, against his will, is to stop harm to others. 4. The idea of the offense principle is additionally employed in the justification of speech limitations, describing the restriction on kinds of expression deemed offensive to society. Considering factors like extent, duration, motives of the speaker, and ease with which it may be avoided. 4. With the evolution of the digital age, application of freedom of speech becomes more controversial as new means of communication and restrictions arise, as an example the Golden Shield Project, an initiative by Chinese government's Ministry of Security that filters potentially unfavorable data from foreign countries. Origins edit. Freedom of speech and expression includes a long history that predates modern international human rights instruments. 5. It's thought that the traditional Athenian democratic principle of free speech may have emerged within the late 6th or early 5th century BC. 6. The values of the Republic included freedom of speech and freedom of faith. 7. Concepts of freedom of speech will be found in early human rights documents. 5. England's Bill of Rights 1689 legally established the constitutional right of freedom of speech in Parliament, which continues to be in effect. 8. 9. The Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, adopted during the French Revolution in 1789, specifically affirmed freedom of speech as an inalienable right. 5. Adopted in 1791, freedom of speech could be a feature of the primary amendment to the U.S. Constitution. 10. The French Declaration provides for freedom of expression in Article 11, which states that the free communication of ideas and opinions is one among the foremost precious of the rights of man. Every citizen may, accordingly, speak, write, and print with freedom, but shall be chargeable for such abuses of this freedom as shall be defined by law. Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted in 1948, states that everyone has the correct to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to carry opinions without interference and to hunt, receive and import information and concepts through any media and no matter frontiers.